soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. So I want to talk to y'all about the disconnection between black entertainers, black athletes, and black celebrities, and the disconnection with the black community. You see where these celebrities get to a certain level in life and they forget their skin color and they forget about their people. Once they get to a high level, you could blame the black community. A lot of them talk about this house nigga versus the field nigga. They see this person with this and they feel like they gotta tear this person down. But I think it starts at the top, with the entertainers. They have to use their influence. A story that I heard that, inspired me was a story when hearing about Carl Kanai doing an interview, and he was just talking about, he was going to meet Pac one day, and he was nervous because, he wanted, Pac to, advertise his brand. So he was just scared to ask Tupac because he felt like, Pac was just kind of this diva, bougie celebrity. You know how, like I was saying about, black entertainers when they get to a certain level. So he was scared to ask Pac, but then he ended up asking Pac, and Pac was just like, I ain't gonna charge my people. You black, I ain't gonna charge you. All I ask is this, and he never charged him. The guy never charged Tupac or anything. He was just this up and coming local, black, you know, um, designer for his clothing, and he wanted Pac to advertise for his brand. So Pac did it, and it elevated his brand to another level. And that mentality, we don't have that mentality. You see these entertainers normally most of the time they're popularizing brands like Versace, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all these different brands from another race. And I feel like you might can have your own brand, but people be like, all right, we have this mentality of, oh, ain't nobody help me, so since nobody helped me, then I ain't gonna do this, or I ain't gonna help this person, or I'm not gonna help that person because I had it hard and I did this. I felt like the disconnection. Also when you see like, I touched on this topic when I was talking about, because Adrian Bronner had brought this up, where he was talking about how black people, the black community, don't support. But I don't believe that's true. I believe it's to a certain extent. But at the same time, we just have to. I think that the entertainers have to use their influence, and when they use their influence, because a lot of these, you got to think about it. A lot of these young black men, they wear Gucci, and they wear Louis Vuitton and Versace, Yeezys, Jordans. They wear because it's popular in hip hop. So that influenced them to wear that. You don't hear, these mainstream artists talking about, I wore the local black man's clothes, like let's just make up a Jones's clothes, like Pete Jones clothes. Like let's say Pete Jones was an up and coming, designer, from Compton or any neighborhood in the world, and he's just building his brand, and he asks like Jay-Z, hey, could you wear my brand? Or somebody that's relevant now, like let's say, the Migos or somebody, he say, hey, wear my clothes. And they say, nah, I'm not wearing your clothes, but these guys are popular, so they can help build this man up, and, they can use their influence to influence other people, and as I said, you don't see a lot of these, African American like athletes or, black entertainers at, in the community, or like you don't see them at the community games. You don't see them at, you know, different events, like let's say a high school basketball game, that's pro black. You don't see them, going there unless it's one of their own, whether it's, let's say LeBron James not going to go unless it's his son, or if it could benefit him, So I feel like it starts at the top level with the entertainers now because, African Americans only go off of influence. They're influenced by these things that they see from these entertainers. So that's why they're out buying $500 shoes or buying $500 t-shirts and clothing, and feel like they have to impress. They hear this stuff in the music. So they feel like since they hear it inside the music, they have to emulate that. But like I said, I think it's just the disconnection right now. And uh, it has to be fixed. And it's going to take time, but eventually it'll happen. The main thing that I was happy about, like people don't understand that Jay-Z 444 album is his most important album to me of all time. And the reason I say it's the most important, like I won't say it's the greatest album because I really love the Black Album and I did love the Blueprint because I feel like Kanye West and Just Blaze production together was just, out of this world. It was phenomenal. But the reason I say that 444 was so important to the culture because the things that he was talking about was just so relevant at the time. It influenced, he used his platform to empower his people. Like I said, when people get to a certain level, they forget about their people, and Jay Z's voice is more important than anything. And that's why a lot of people get killed off because they use their platform opposed to a lot of people get to a certain level and they destroy their people, whether it's with the drugs, whether it's with the using all their money to buy this. So the things that he was talking about, he used his platform to inspire people. A lot of people do these things, blow their money, they sip syrup. Like let's use Lil Wayne for example. And there's no disrespect to Lil Wayne, but this is just, you got to spit facts. A lot of artists at his time, because I was a victim of it. I can say that I was a victim of it. So if a person that'll tell you they'll be lying if they say, "Oh, I didn't buy a bottle of Douce or a bottle of Ace of Spades or a bottle of this kind of liquor, or I didn't buy this clothes because of Jay-Z, or Jay-Z didn't influence me to do that." That person is lying. Influences, you can't see it. You can't see it until you step away. Like when I stepped away, I used to listen to Lil Wayne all the time. I wanted to drink lean because I seen Lil Wayne do it. I wanted to be a blood because I seen Lil Wayne do it. I had the red rag and all that stuff. I wasn't even really a blood. I didn't get jumped in, anything. So pretty much I was false flagging. I wanted to be like Lil Wayne. I had dreads. I had dreads before Lil Wayne, but they got longer. Could have cut my dreads at the time. Lil Wayne had skinny jeans. The way his music was back then, I could have, I was rapping. If you go listen to my music before I became, the Allen Ricks, because I used to go by the gift, my voice was light, just like Lil Wayne, because I listened to him so much. Lil Wayne was so influential at his time. And as you can see, he had the colorful, and as you can see, Lil Wayne was very weird. He had the tattoos on his face. And you look at all the artists that's coming after him, the Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, and you see a lot of these artists starting to drink lean and want to be rock stars. Like Lil Wayne was a big rock star, especially when he did the Rebirth album. He started to become more of a, singing on auto-tune and doing that. A lot of these guys are influenced by Lil Wayne. So what happens is by them being so, influenced by this man, they start to pick up on that. And it's helping to destroy the Black community. I'm not trying to come off as like this preacher, but I'm just trying to speak, facts as much facts as I can. But it helps destroy the people instead of when Lil Wayne had his platform. When he came in during the Carter 2, if people seeing the Carter 2 Wayne, if this younger generation now that you see would have saw the Carter 2 Wayne, the rapping style would be totally different. But this younger generation seeing the cough syrup, the on lean, singing Lil Wayne, they didn't get to see the Carter 2 Wayne. It's just like these new boxers coming along. They see Money Mayweather. They never seen Pretty Boy Floyd when he was just knocking everybody out and wasn't throwing money and stuff. Anyway, y'all get in that comment box. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.